Shalom. I want to start off by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Continue to preach this thing of ours in truth and sincerity. This is the brother Manatazak back with another lesson. I'm a part of GMS, Ancient of Days in Los Angeles. And for those of you who have been following my channel, I'd just like to apologize for the lack of material. But as most of people are aware, a lot of brothers have been under the eye of YouTube and the community guidelines. And my main channel, GMS Manatazak Yahawada, has received multiple warnings and is currently under 2 strikes. So what that means is I can't upload, live stream for 2 weeks, and my channel is under surveillance for 90 days for any offensive content. So that's what this channel is for. GMS Video Epistles, which is my second channel, which I have recently begun to upload on. But until further notice, this is where I'm going to be uploading videos. And once my main channel is back online, I'll be able to post an update on that channel for those who want to come back to this channel and watch any slideshows or videos or clips that I've uploaded since then. But on to the lesson. The truth must go out. The word must continue to go on, right? I want to get into a quick lesson going into the nature of Esau. Okay, and it stems all the way back to Genesis, the 25th chapter, where it all began. And without further ado, we're just going to jump right into it. This is Genesis 25, starting at verse 19, which is going into when Rebekah gave birth to the twin brothers, Esau and Jacob. Okay, this is Genesis 25, starting at verse 19. And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begat Isaac. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Padan Aram, the sister to Laban the Syrian. Now the reason I'm starting here is just to show that, as we all know, the blessings from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai go from Abraham to Isaac to Jacob. Okay? Never in the scriptures does it say that the blessings went from Abraham to Isaac to Esau. Okay, Esau lost that blessing, okay, when he was supplanted by Jacob. But ultimately, it was the Most High's plan all along to have that blessing go through Jacob, whose name was later changed to Israel, who begot the 12 tribes that we know and love now, right? But verse 21, and Isaac entreated Yahweh Shimei Shai for his wife because she was barren, and Yahweh Shimei Shai was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. So Isaac basically prayed to the Most High for in the stead of his wife, because she was barren. And of course, you know, that was considered a reproach back in the ancient world, because a woman's sole purpose is to bear the seed of her husband. And it's even a better blessing for that woman to bear a son, because through that son, her husband, that man's line will continue. So he prayed to the Most High, and his wife, who was barren, was able to conceive. Okay? And it says, verse 22, and the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So basically, this barren woman, who was now finally able to have kids, was blessed with twins. But there was current complications because the children were warring in her stomach, causing a ruckus and most likely pain to Rebekah on a daily basis. So she entreated to the Lord, basically saying, you know, I prayed to you that I would have kids. I'm finally pregnant, but now I'm having problems. Like, what was the point? Why is this going on? Okay. Verse 23, and Yahweh Bashim Yahushai said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And here's the point. 2 nations, okay, 2 different types of people, okay. A lot of people ask, well, how is it possible that she gave birth to a white baby and a black baby at the same time? Like, we don't know the Most High's ways or his purpose. Like, his thoughts are higher than our thoughts, as scriptures say. But we know by Genesis 25, verse 23, that 2 nations were in her womb. Okay? they weren't the same people. Like, sure, they were technically brothers, okay, came from the same father, but they were two different nations. And it even goes on to say two manner of people, okay, like the title of this lesson, basically the nature of Esau, okay, just to go to show that even though we had the same father, the same mother, came from the same womb, we were two different nations, we are two different people, and we have two different, drastically different characteristics, okay, racial traits, so to speak. Okay, this is verse 23 again. And Yahweh Shema Shai said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Now we would look today, even in our captivity, okay, because we are the chosen people of Yahweh Shema Shai, and by we, I mean the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, even in our lowest state, we rise to the top, whether it be in athletics, the sports entertainment world, acting, okay, academics, okay, wherever you look in this society, especially in the realm of the bread and circus, our people always tend to rise to the top. Okay, why? Because we are the salt of the earth. Okay, we are the apple of the Most High's eye. We are the chosen people. We are Yasharallah. Okay. It says, verse 24, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. Okay, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Okay, so Esau was the firstborn child. He came out red. Now a lot of people will say, white people are the chosen people of the Bible. Adam was white. Like, Adam means white. Like, no. Adam in Hebrew is Adama, okay, which means ground. Why? Because he was from the ground. Now, Adawam, which of course sounds close to Adama, right? Adawam means red, which is Esau. Okay, Esau was red. Okay, you are the red people, the true red people. Okay, verse 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. Now, why didn't it mention what Jacob looked like? Okay, the scriptures went out of its way to describe what Esau looked like. Why? Because he looked different from his brother. Okay, he was born with leprosy. Okay, he was born with his blood showing forth through his skin, which is why he was red. Now, it didn't describe what Jacob looked like because he looked like every other person with melanin during that time. Okay? Verse 27, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. This goes back to those characteristics. Okay? Who's always out in the fields shooting animals, testing guns, firing off rounds? Okay, the sword was Esau's blessing, so it only fits when you look in modern times that he lives by his Second Amendment, his right to bear arms. Okay, Scripture said he would take the world by his sword. Okay, he's known by his sword, and he loves his sword. Okay, the gun. Okay, how many animals are endangered because of the sport of going out and shooting game, as they call it? Okay, now it's funny. What would have more power and authority? Going out and shooting an elephant and a lion and placing it on your mantle, or living in harmony with such animals, okay, in peace and sincerity? Okay, that's how it's going to be in our kingdom, okay, in the kingdom of Israel. But in this kingdom, even the animals catch hell because Esau's in rulership, okay? It says Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. Jacob just likes to chill. You see it, even whether it's on the East Coast, West Coast, Jake chilling on the stoops or whatever, just kicking the shit, or Jake chilling outside the building, just chilling in the house, relaxing with the homies, with a drink, with some food and his woman. Like, Jake is a simple man to please, okay? And the scriptures right here, if you have eyes to see, plainly tell who is who, okay? Verse 28, it says, and Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Okay. We're going to jump to the book of Psalms. I I wanted to paint that picture because even from the beginning, it was a clear distinction that we are two vastly different people. But I want to go to Psalms 36, verse 4. And now we're getting into a little bit of a future prophecy for those with eyes to see, okay? These are the characteristics of our enemy, of Esau. So this is Psalms 36, verse 4. He deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil. Now, the reason I brought that out is because when you read in this book, the Holy Scriptures, and it talks about the devil, that's talking about Esau, the so-called white man. Now, devil just means deceiver. And Esau went and deceived the whole entire world. He deceived the world thinking that the men of the Bible looked like him, the righteous men. Okay, he deceived the world into painting a picture that the Most High and his only begotten Son look like him, that the holy angels look like him. Okay, that's called iconoclasm. Job 9:24 will tell you that. Okay, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Okay, who's the wicked? Esau's the wicked. Okay, the so-called white man. Let's get some more, pull some more out on this devil, okay? Because he's being discovered and he's being cast down, and even his own tongue has come to fall against him, okay? Because the truth is out, okay? We're gonna go to Proverbs 4 and 16. Hit another precept real quick. Proverbs 4 and 16. For they sleep not, except that they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. So basically, this devil can't go to bed and get a good night's rest until he goes out and does mischief or deceives somebody. Okay, and even in their bed, as the scripture we just brought out prior, okay, they deviseth mischief and ways to go off and swindle people. It's in their nature. Okay, his spirit is not upright in him. Okay, he is the epitome of wickedness. Okay, he is the epitome of, or the physical embodiment of Satan on this earth. We pretty much gathered the point. Okay, we know who Esau is. We know why he's wicked. We know how he's vastly different from us. Okay, especially considering that he's the only nation that doesn't have repentance unto life. Okay, because after 1,000 years in the kingdom of slavery, he's going to be destroyed. But this is Micah 2 and 1. Okay, and this is just to bring it home. Okay, woe to them that deviseth iniquity and work evil upon their beds. Okay, you see the theme here? When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Why? Because they're in rulership. Okay, and they covet fields and take them by violence. How was America gotten? Okay, how was the northern kingdom taken down? How was the southern kingdom taken down? By fields that were coveted, lands that didn't belong to them, and by violence, the violence of their hand. Okay, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Okay, and of course there are more precept upon precept we can get, but I brought that Micah 2 and 1 out because this is the only captivity we've been in where we didn't know who we were and who our power was. They took our heritage. They for want of better, supplanted us and inserted themselves in our stead as if they are the people of the blessing. Okay, but now the truth is coming out. Of course, starting through the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down. Okay, because that's where the truth is from, coming straightly from the apostles and elders, from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, but for those of you that don't know, and many of us do, and if you happen to be an Edomite watching this video, hey, it is what it is. You better hope your line on your father's side goes back to being an Israelite, okay? Because you are the children of Satan. You are the devil that the Bible speaks of. You are the Edomites, the Idumeans, okay? Now that's been just a quick lesson and exhortation, okay, from the brother Manatazak from GMS Ancient Days in Los Angeles. And I just want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this was edifying. And Lord willing, I can put up more lessons while my main channel is currently under lockdown, but this truth must go out regardless. Shalom.